Now, one of the things I always found hilarious is that every single time he talks about Street Fighter 4, he's like, "Oh, Street Fighter 4 is so unbalanced compared to Street Fighter 2 and things like that," which I find really funny. Since I went back just to test it. I went back and played Street Fighter 2 a little bit and seen some videos of people playing Street Fighter 2 just to compare it. I think he forgot about. I'm saying I'll start from World Warrior first. I think he forgot about Ryu and Guile. Oh, Ryu and Guile, the top tier characters of that game, and they kept being top tier for almost every single game until Super Street Fighter 2. What about Guile's invisible throw? What about his handcuffs? Oh, he's totally balanced still. The game's still balanced. In Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Guile and Ryu still being top, Bison being right behind it. Remember how you can do Psycho Crushers and win the whole match, right? Easily with him. Psycho Crusher for the whole match you can win. Is that considered balanced? That's not balanced to me when I think about it. And then he's like, oh, it promotes turtling and being a cheap bitch or whatever for ultra combos. When you block from an attack, a punch or a kick in Street Fighter 4, your ultra combo gods doesn't go up at all. Only when you do a special or whenever someone else does a super ultra does your ultra gods go up. And barely does it go up at all. Hardly at all does it go up. If you're going to try to get, your ultra gauge up from blocking, you're going to have a hard time. You'll lose right away. And not only that, focus attacks were made to punish people for trying to block too much, and so were grabbing. Obviously, grabbing is like for the people who turtle for too long, you'll hit them with a light attack to make them, stunned, and you grab them. It's easy. Blocking is like not even anything to be afraid of. And what else I find funny is that ultra combos aren't even used that often. They're usually as a combo ender, after they got a really open spot. Especially for people who have, BP in Street Fighter 4 Online of over 1,600 or higher. Like, when I went from levels higher than that, I never seen a person use an ultra combo ever. Unless they're playing as, what's his face? Like Ryu or something, they got the special thing when they do the Shoryuken anti-air, and then they get you in mid-air. That's like the only times I've ever seen the ultras come out for him. Kens are completely non-existent after BP 3000, and after that you'll mostly find Sagat and Zangief players. A few Rufus, I've seen a few in there, and I've seen a little bit of what's his face, Alfuerte. I haven't seen a single Ken in over 3 weeks. And not only that, it's like, he also tells me a lot of times, like, oh, cause from comments I've seen before, I can't really seem to find him anymore because his videos are all gone. But he used to always say to me, oh, you gotta fight me in Hyper Fighting for Xbox Live. One, I don't have Xbox Live. I never bothered with it because it's the time. I don't feel like paying money for something, for a console I don't even use that much. Why should I pay money for the online features for it? I have a PlayStation 3, and I used to play with my Wii before I got bricked. So, that's another thing. Another thing I find weird is that most people, they don't buy games online at the marketplace or PlayStation Store, nor do they do it with the Wii Shop, because most of them either don't want to deal with using a credit card to buy virtual merchandise, or don't have a credit card, or they don't have a store that sells the right point cards. Also, not only that, these days with consoles that have like the hard drives, things like that, they're faulty. People don't want to lose their money because the console's hard drive happens to crash, or the thing just happens to screw up. While having the real game, having the real Street Fighter 4 in my hand, holding it, it's better. You can hold it right in your hand. You say, yeah, even if my console crashes, I still have my game. Unlike with the PS3 and with the 360, if your console happens to crash, you gotta re-buy all the games. Especially with the 360. I've seen it happen many times that people have told me about this. That's why most people don't buy games on 360 anymore. Also, he's also talking about, oh, I like playing Marvel's Capcom 2 better than Street Fighter 4. That's pretty hilarious considering Marvel's Capcom 2 is unbalanced as hell and is plagued with infinite abusers worldwide, making the game's fun factor and competition level drop dramatically. Another thing I find funny is that he's always saying like, you know, oh, Soulcalibur 4 is the best fighting game that come out on this generation right now for fighting games, which is hilarious considering reviews, people, everyone, they're all saying Soulcalibur 4 is one of the worst ones that come out for the franchise for Soulcalibur so far. It's also one of the most unbalanced too. Oh, why is it unbalanced? What about, you know, what's that one character? Oh, the green dude. What's his name? Yoda? Yeah, Yoda. He broke the game entirely. Look at how Yoda's smaller than everyone. You can't hit him with any high attacks. He can't be grabbed, and his range is actually really huge. Especially since he has those force moves. That alone makes the Star Wars characters in general way better than everyone else. They have much easier moves to do. The force meter makes them like stronger in some way. And then there's also, like, with me, I got the PlayStation 3 version of Soulcalibur 4. I can't play as Yoda unless I buy him, which is stupid, which is like, why would I want to pay, like, you know, $4 or $5 for a single character? If I wanted to pay $4 or $5 for something for a fighting game, at least the Street Fighter 4 gives you those costumes, which actually they actually look pretty cool, and they work and everything. Like, what's the point of paying money for a friggin' broken character? And I also just find it hilarious. He's always like saying, "Oh, everyone else is a casual gamer if you think this way," or all stuff like that. It's like, all it does is make him look like a freaking stupid elitist, and it's proven time and time again that he's an elitist. Well, also I always find it hilarious that he says to me that, "Oh, you're a casual gamer because you don't agree with me," whatever. I think from all the stuff that I've done, you know, ranked 11 for Brawl in 2008, and all the games that I play, I mean, like right now these days, I've been looking around eBay for a whole bunch of old classic games as well, because I lost them when I was younger, so I'm trying to find them again to get back to it. So, me too, I'm into the old, you know, old school stuff. But I'm not acting like an idiot over it and calling everything else crap just because it's not older than it. Whatever. In conclusion, MasterBORRACHO, El Borracho, Sergeant Strung Out, whatever the fuck his name is, it's gonna be hard to find out. I mean, no, I know his real name is George. What's up, people? My name's George. I like people. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So whatever he is, he's full of shit. And honestly, I know it's stupid for me to be taking this sort of seriously, or you know, taking this so long to doing all this for it. But it's like I had to let everyone know about this. See ya, everyone.